for hitthepick.com, and we are doing a series of videos on betting basics. So I'm going to introduce you to the concept of betting on underdogs versus betting on favorites. So some things to know, just let's take a look at, Ryan, if you can allow me to share screen, please. I want to go ahead and show. This is Las Vegas Insider Week 1 odds. Okay, so you look here, it says the open. That's where the bet opened. It opened Cowboys plus 240, Eagles minus 298. Okay, so what does that mean? That's where the bet opened originally. That's where the line started. But keep in mind, lines move. So currently, you can find this at ESPN bet, it looks like, at Cowboys plus 270, Eagles minus 340. All right. Now, that means the Eagles are the favorite. They're the minus money, and the Cowboys are the plus money. So if you bet $100 on the Cowboys, if they win, your return is going to be $270. 100 plus the 270 payout minus the VIG, somewhere, 110 minus 110 minus 115, something like that. So you're going to pay a few bucks for the sportsbook taking your action. Then, if you want to win $100 betting on the Eagles, you have to bet $340 because they are minus 340 to win 100. Obviously, the books see a fairly big gap between the Cowboys and the Eagles are decidedly the one in favor. Look at the Chiefs and the Chargers. Chiefs minus 135, Chargers plus 115 at ESPN bet currently. Opened at minus 155 or plus 130. That line has moved the opposite direction. It's tightened. It hasn't widened. So if you bet $135 on the Chiefs, you'd win 100 back. If you bet 100 on the Chargers, you could win 115 back. Now let's look at the Steelers and the Jets. ESPN bet again, minus 155 Steelers, plus 135 Jets. Open minus 142, plus 120. A little bit of line movement, but nothing extreme. Again, you want to win 100 bucks on the Steelers as the favorite, you're going to have to bet 155. If you want to win $135 on the Jets, you put up your 100 bucks. Again, you're going to lose a few bucks to the VIG. That's the money that the book charges you to place your bet. Okay. Now, obviously, you make more money if you bet on the underdogs, but the problem is they're underdogs for a reason. The book does not think that the team that is the underdog has a very good chance of winning, depending on the odds. Obviously, they're much longer on the Cowboys at plus 270 than they are on the Chiefs than they are on the Chargers at plus 115 or the Jets at plus 135. Some important numbers to know. Go ahead and I'll stop the share now. Some numbers to know. In the NFL, the underdog wins about 30% of the time. College football, 25%, NBA, 32%, Major League Baseball, 44%, National Hockey League, 40%. So the value is in identifying underdogs that you think have a realistic chance of winning. Now, if you bet on favorites and they wanted a 70% clip, you probably might think you do pretty well. The problem is if you lose a bet on a heavy favorite, you're going to take a big financial hit. You will have put up $340 and you lose all of it. As opposed when you're betting on an underdog, you put up your 100 bucks, you might win plus 270 on the underdog Cowboys. That's how it works when you are betting on underdogs or on favorites. Which one do you want to do? Well, I'll tell you what, that is up to you as the bettor to decide. But as for me, I like to try to identify underdogs that I think have a realistic chance of winning especially in horse racing, where the favorite only wins about 35% of the time. I'm Loud Esmond. That's betting the underdogs or favorites for hitthepick.com.